Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I'm out at Heroes Park in Meridian and I just did a test flight of the new firmware, I had another battery charged up and I was going to head over to a different park to get some video, but then I saw some things going on here at Heroes Park that I thought would be interesting. And I don't know if you're I was going to move the GoPro, but you're not going to be able to see it. It looks like there's some guys out there unfurling like a parachute or something like that. You know, one of those paragliders. I'm not sure what, and I don't know what they're doing with it. But then there's some guys out there firing off model rockets. And, you know, all of that kind of thing you can do without any kind of FAA license or anything. Yet our little drones, obviously, we're licensed up here. But I thought I'd put the drone up. There goes another model rocket right now. So I thought I'd put the drone up, and of course we're going to stay way out on the perimeter. But we just look and see what they're doing. So we'll see if this video amounts to anything or not, but let's get the drone in the air. Okay, the drone asked for a calibration. It says preparing to take off. Now it's ready to fly. And I'm not going to forget, if you saw the other video I just posted, I forgot to hit recording a few times. That's one of the issues with this guy. You can't start recording till you have the drone in the air. So let's put it in the air real quick.
Now in obstacle avoidance mode. Please fly with caution.
And it's telling me that I'm not in obstacle avoidance mode, and we're not gonna be in obstacle avoidance mode. Okay, so I've got a screen recorder recording started, and you guys didn't see any of what I did with the menus, but in any case, let's go ahead and start recording now. So we're recording. Let's pick the drone way up. We're just gonna go straight up here. We're gonna get a bunch of altitude so that we're above these guys. And let me yaw around here so you can see what's going on. Let me drop the gimbal first, and you'll see what I mean here. As we yaw around, we're about 40 meters high. And what the heck are they doing out there? Looks like they're ready to inflate the thing. And then there's the guys with the model rockets right there. So again, we want to be careful that we don't fly over the top of anybody. I think what those guys are doing is they're looking for their model rocket. So we should be high enough that we're not bothering anybody. And yeah, there's some kids running around there chasing a football too. So looks like we can get right in between all these people. Let me go this way. We'll skirt around them so we're not over the top of anybody. And then we'll look at it from the other side. We've got an aircraft to the west of us, but he is way higher than we are. And then let's turn the drone around and we see if we can get a perspective on what these guys are doing. And again, just like earlier, I'm getting some stuttering on FPV, and that just is no good. And we're not that far away, so I don't like that at all. So anyway, here's these guys, and I think this bunch right here, I think, are the ones that are firing the model rockets. So we should be able to see something going on there, maybe. And of course, I can't tell how close they are to launching something or not. And then you see the other guy out there. You know, yeah, it looks like they're filling up that silk, I guess you'd call it. I mean, the parachute or whatever it is. Looks like they're getting it filled up. So I wish the zoom worked on this thing, and in fact, you know, I don't know if it does or not, but I'm zooming in with FPV. That's full zoom on those guys firing that model rocket, and they're getting ready to fire again. So now, whether you guys are going to see that on the recording or not, but if not, I'll switch it to the FPV view so that you can see that. Let's go back out, full back out. Hopefully that's something that Hubsan has corrected, but I don't know that for a fact. So whatever they're doing with this parasail or whatever it is, Now it's back on the ground, so I don't know if they're just filling it with air. I mean, I was wondering if they were going to try and take off or something. Now looks like he's picking up the controls. So, I don't know. Let's see if we can kind of move kind of sideways around and keep all of this in view. Now again, you know, I'm trying to pilot the drone and keep everything in view. And I got some stuttering on FPV, and it's not good because you just can't see what the heck, you know, you're trying to get the shot. There again, you saw that stutter on FPV. You're trying to get the shot, and it makes it tough. And we're not that far from the drone. I've got the antennas pointed directly at it. I was hoping that we'd get to see a launch here. I don't know if we dare move any closer. I think we can. I think we're far enough out here that I'm sure that rocket would go that high, but if it goes that crooked that it takes out our drone, that's pretty crazy. Oh, there's the launch. I see the launcher. Looks like, no, maybe not. I thought they were moving away from the launcher, but maybe not. Looks like they're still preparing it. So I guess, yeah, now they're moving. So are they moving away from the launcher, or did they just pack up? Maybe they just packed everything up. I cannot see well enough to tell you. Yeah, we're getting a, yeah, looks like I'm looking at them now. Looks like they packed everything up. So I was hoping we'd see a launch, and it doesn't look like we are. So, okie dokie. There's getting to be a lot of folks in the park here, so we want to stay out of the way of everybody. Let's move over here. And you can see these guys messing with their parasail. Whatever they're doing, it doesn't, you know, I thought maybe they were going to, you know, run and lift off or something, but evidently not. So let's pick up the camera. We are going to change the whole tenor of this video here. And I'm going to give you a look across the street let's see if we can get across the street and see some of the changes over at that have gone on over there. Anybody that's followed my channel knows of a lot of things that have changed. So we're just going to head directly down the middle and go over the parking lot of the church over here, and then we will look out there towards the Costco, so that you can kind of see some of the changes. Yeah, we should be able to stay over the top here and avoid anything. We'll transit that road here when we get a chance. Okay, now looks like a good time. So we're going to go across the road and get out over the dirt. And again, there again, I've got just a little bit of breakup on FPV, which just is not good. Yeah, and my FPV is really, really, really blocky and stuttering and breaking up. So it really is going to be impossible for me to get this shot. So I'm off the sticks now. Yeah, signal poor, it says adjust the antenna. Yeah, it's aircraft disconnected. It's going to go into return to home. That's interesting. And we were, what, about 500 meters away. So, yeah, that's kind of crazy. So the drone should be on its way back to us now. I don't know. Although, look, we got that same FPV view. Okay, I'm going to hit return. Oh, no, look at that. We got connection back. And it, oh, no. Okay, so now it's saying return to home. Now, it's weird. We've got FPV, but it doesn't look to me. Yeah, there it is. There it finally turned around. So it was just huge amount of lag. So it was already, that's interesting. So when it started beeping, it was halfway back, and we were just looking at so much lag on FPV. That's crazy. Hubsan, that's a problem. You got to figure that out. That's not good. because you can't have confidence in what you're flying and what you're shooting when you get that kind of lag. So we're just going to land the drone now. We still have 66% battery, but there's a lot of folks in the park here now, and we looked at what we were going to look at. You know, probably wasn't the most interesting video, but I saw some stuff going on, and I was hoping we could get some interest there. But in any case, so the drone is coming down. I'm pointing the antenna straight up so I can see it, but it's still getting, the flat part of the antenna is up at the drone, but I still am getting blockiness on FPV, so kind of a strange situation. Okay, let's see if it finds that, says searching for drone apron. So there, it's got the target, and the GoPro is looking at it, so we should be able to see it. Boy, the drone's really moving around. I'm watching it move around, so looks like we might get it here. The drone is just paused there, and it picked up the camera. And so you guys are watching it come down. It's going to be pretty darn close. Yeah, right in the middle of the H. Well, it moved off at the very last second. And then look at that. Look at how long it's taken it to shut down. Now, is that odd or what? Of course, I wasn't looking. Well, I'm looking at the altimeter right now. It says height 1.5 meters. So evidently the drone still thought it was off the ground. And you saw it. It did that earlier on another flight. So I don't know. It's really weird. Doesn't give you a lot of confidence. Okay, let me get everything shut down, and we'll do a conclusion. Hey, okay, the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro. Now, this one didn't work out like I had hoped it would. I was hoping we'd see a rocket launch, but we just missed it. So, you know, they launched, I think, just right before we took off there, and so I heard 2 rockets go off at different times. So I'm sorry we didn't catch that. And then I saw the guys out there unfurling that parasail, parachute, whatever it was, and I was hoping they were going to do some running around filling the thing with air, but that was really kind of a bust too. They just kind of filled it up a little bit and then folded it back up and took off. So what I thought might have been something cool didn't probably turn out to be as cool as we thought. But we did learn a little bit more about the Zino Mini Pro. Gosh, as you guys saw in that, you'll see on the FPV recording, I'm getting stuttering and blockiness on FPV, and that is just no good. And more than that, lag. So then I thought, well, okay, I'll salvage this video. I wanted to go out across the street to the other side of the Costco and show you some of the building they were doing over there. And we got, well, no, we were about, I don't know, we were over 40 meters high, maybe 45 meters high. Got out there about half a kilometer, and we lost connection completely. I started seeing some FPV blockiness, and then I was watching the meters at the top of the screen there, the signal strength meters, and they both just all of a sudden dropped to 0, and the drone went into return to home, which is what it should do, and that's great. But then it was weird. I got FPV back, and I could see cars moving off in the distance, so I thought it was a live feed. Evidently it wasn't, because next thing you know, and you'll see it on the FPV screen, you already saw it, the drone is already halfway home and it pops back to that view. So that just doesn't give you a lot of confidence when you're flying the drone. So hopefully that's something that they'll work out. I'll upload those flight logs to Hubsan, and hopefully that's something that they can look at. Yeah, I mean, listen. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm going back to the original Hubsan Zino, and I used to fly that thing out over that same field when it was just a bare field. I used to be able to go out there almost a kilometer before that thing would turn around and come back. So it's odd. You know, this Lease 3 system or whatever, it's odd. So anyway, again, I'll upload those flight logs to Hubsan, so that's hopefully something they can take a look at. In any case, that's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. The Hubsan Zino Mini Pro. Talk to you guys later. Bye.